Good day, everyone. Welcome to our EDSC2. So this is our orientation and introduction to the course EDSC2, or teaching science in the elementary grades, physics, earth, and space science. Okay, by the way, to those students who don't know me yet, I am Giovanni Glenn L. Aliawan. So, um, I already taught you in some EDSI 1, right? In teaching science in elementary grades in biology and chemistry. Now for the EDSI 2, it focuses more on physics, earth, and the space science or the chemistry, astronomy rather. Okay, by the way, University of Mindanao has this quote, physically distanced but academically engaged. Meaning to say in this quote that the University of Mindanao are having this online blended delivery or online blended classroom or learning. Even though we have this COVID-19 pandemic, the students are not left behind, even though they are on the at your home. So the students, so you have also this learning or um, uh, tawag nito, um, uh, your self-study guide on your home. So the self-instructional and the self-directed learning course manual for this OBD or the online blended delivery and the distance education delivery or the DAD during the quarantine or lockdown period. So this SIM or the self-instructional module or manual was created by us teachers or the professors during the quarantine or lockdown period last February, March, April, or May 2020. So, with those lockdown period or quarantine period, so para may trabaho kami, so the management or the management also already given those SIM for you, all of you students. Okay, that is the rationale of the SIM. So the UM is fully committed to cater to the different needs of its students in terms of the alternative modes of the instructional delivery. So in order to serve the purpose of the alternative modes of delivery, so the self-directed learning or the SDL program is developed through a self-instructional manuals or the SIM, where in fact the development of this SIM or SDL for the online and blended learning alternative modes is already in the university's pipeline for the academic year 2020-2021. So prior to the development of this SIM, so the university has already instituted an industry leading academic innovations and initiatives for the outcome-based education such as the student portal, online student consultation program, the student advising program or the SAP, the outcomes assessment threshold or the OATH program, and various interactive learning resources and the subscription use of the Quiper. So as we all know, I already experienced using Quiper from your first semester, right? Last year and then up to now as our official learning management system or the LMS for our virtual or online classes. Okay, ito yung itsura ng paper, right? This color sky blue, and then all students will go to the http learn.quiper.com, and then may iba din na essay.quiper.com. So in the Quiper essays, you will answer every question that I will be given or every teachers from your previous teachers, professors you will given in every essay questions. So with that, so you could log into the Quiper website, di ba? Most of you already have this Quiper account. Okay, just a short recap about the University of Mindanao. So we have this vision that by 2022, a globally recognized institution providing quality, affordable, and open education. So when we say quality education, so all of the professors, all the instructors in this university are pursuing their graduate studies like me. So I already graduated my Master's of Science Teaching, major in biology last June 2019. So I'm now planning to enroll my PhD degree or my Doctor of Philosophy in Education. So, the University of Mindanao also are engaging on some research extension or research presentation in global or international or in abroad. So that is how providing the a quality education. Also, second is the affordable education. So if you compare to any other private universities, is one of the cheapest, di ba? Or isa siya sa pinakabarato or mura lang kanyang tuition fee. And then third, lastly is the open education. So open education, meaning to say, we are not requiring our future students or those enrollees na mag-take ng entrance exam, di ba? So just during an enrollment, so with just having your requirements, so you could already enroll to this university. That is how the open education. Then the mission is to provide a dynamic and supportive academic environment through the highest standards of instruction, research and extension, and a non-sectarian institution committed to democratizing access to education. So with this mission, 'di ba, the University of Mindanao is providing the highest standards of the instruction based on the quality of education first from the teachers or the professors, and also the learning resources or the learning environment like this face-to-face or this virtual classes, and also the research and extension. So those are mga mas thesis, di ba? Or the research presentation of the different fields of researches. And for the four core values of so we have the excellence, honest and integrity, innovation, and teamwork. So when it comes to excellence, University of Mindanao is very known or common to produce some top notchers, right? In some licensure examination or for teachers, so yung mga board exam sa LET, and also in the criminologist board exam. Other fields are in social work, in engineering, so yun siya. And also in the honesty and integrity. So after you graduate in so your future employer rather, for example, in some schools or in some business companies, so the your boss or your manager or your principal would really trust you because since you are a graduate, so you have this honesty, you are honest, and it is also have this integrity. And then another core values is the innovation, right? Since we are now on the 21st century, so all UMians, di ba, na mga estudyante will really know how to innovate some different fields, di ba, in education, in engineering, in health sciences, and businesses, di ba? So we have this values which is innovative. The last day is the teamwork. So since you are not focusing on competition with our members or any other um uh tawag nito any other people, so we just have to collaborate with them, di ba? That's why to have this may tinatawag tayo na mag-usbong sa ating ekonomiya. So we should not compete with other people or with other Filipinos, but we should compete it with ourselves, di ba, or individually sa ating sarili para ma-compare natin yung mga nagawa natin from the past, then mag-improve tayo from at present and then in the future. So we'll have a better future with ourselves and also with our subordinates or our co-workers or co-employees. Then the three core competencies are the quality education, affordable education, and then the open education. Okay, for the course outcome of EDSI 2, So the first one is to learn what science education is and why science matters in applying in our daily life. So you will also learn in other field in science education, not just in biology and chemistry, but in physics, earth science, and space science. That would also share your knowledge about this to your future pupils in your teaching in elementary students or elementary grades or pupils. Number two is be acquainted with the different approaches and strategies for the teaching science in the primary schools or grade schools. Then third is form a greater understanding of the questions, debates, and dilemmas posed relating to the role of primary schools teachers and how teachers may position themselves in the line of the science education. So one of the general education subjects, which is this science. Okay, for the student outcome, same with your any other EDSI, with your EDSI, previous EDSI 1 or Prof Ed or Gen Ed subjects upon the graduation. So UB Ed students are expected to. So first is to effectively communicate in English language and Filipino, both orally and in writing or during paper works. Di ba? You are working in depth ed or any other private schools. Second, work effectively and collaboratively with a substantial degree of the independence in the multidisciplinary and multicultural teams. So may work effectively and collaboratively with your co-teachers. Third, articulate the relationships of education to a larger historical, social, cultural, and political processes. And fourth, facilitate learning using a wide range of teaching methodologies and delivery modes appropriate to specific learners and their environments. Another one is to develop innovative curricula, instructional plans, teaching approaches, and resources for diverse learners. Six is to apply the skills and development and the utilization of the information communication technology to promote equality, relevant, and sustainable educational practices. Seventh is to demonstrate a variety of thinking skills in planning, monitoring, assessing, and reporting learning processes and the outcomes. Eighth is practice professional and ethical teaching standards sensitive to the local, national, and global realities. Lastly, is to pursue lifelong learning for your professional or personal growth through a varied experiential and field-based opportunities. So if you have planned also to pursue a Master of Elementary Education or MAE, just like with your program head, Dr. Janelyn Takadena, and also to pursue your PhD degree, diba? So with this subjects or after your 4 year B.Ed course in UM Panabo. Okay, the course numbers at say 2. So these are the other components in the course syllabus. Okay, for the course description, so this course includes understanding of the spiraling basic science concepts and application of the science inquiry in the physics, earth, and space science. What are the teaching strategies in the elementary grades or elementary science? Development of the instructional materials and also the assessment. What are the contents? Topics in the physics include the force and motion and also energy. Also in the earth and space science includes the geology, meteorology, and the astronomy. Okay, same with your EDSI 1 or your Prof Ed subject. So, 3 to 5 years after your graduation, you're expected to demonstrate professional expertise and professionalism in dealing with your future students with the different learning needs from a various sociocultural and political backgrounds. Two is to show deep knowledge of the content, pedagogy, educational technology, curriculum, and assessment design, instructional materials, and the development approaches and teacher ethical consideration. And the lastly is the engage in continuing professional education and trainings. Okay, another one is we have here the course outcome and the assessment or the task alignment. So all of the three learning outcomes. So on the first outcome will be your first exam, then your second course outcome is the second and the third exams, then the last course outcome is your final exam. So the theory based is MCQ or multiple choice questions and some fill in the blank. So these are some assessment tasks that will be posted in your Creeper. Okay, for the course outline and time frame, so we have already here the recorded video is the orientation about the mission, vision, mission goals, and orientation and this grading system. So for the first topic or the part one of our discussion is the introduction of the physical science. So these are the following topics: what is physical science, what is physics, describing motion, and the true laws of motion. Then after that, we'll have your first examination. Next, part two is continuation with the physics. So it talks about the force. Uh, Subtopics are the forces on fluids, work, power, and simple machines, nature of energy, nature of heat. So those are the contents or subtopics of your part two. And then you will have your second examination. Okay, next part three now is about Earth and space science. So what is Earth science? The minerals and rocks, exogenic and endogenic processes, and then the history of Earth and plate tectonics. So you will have now your third examination. Then on the last coverage for your final exam to another topic about what is space science and then the scientists and their contribution to our current understanding of the earth science. But on the coverage of your final examination, it will be from the beginning because the items, number of items, it should be 100 items. So that is the policy in the University of Mindanao. You have here the course evaluation. So you will have four examinations. So in first, second, third exam, so the component or the weight of it is 10%. And then the final exam or the fourth exam is 30%. So that is um, much greater weight, right? Because 100 items. So that is a total of 60% rather of your grade. So malaki yung weight ng exam. And then your class participations, which is 40%, which includes assignments of 5%. Your quiz is 10%. The seat work, board work, and oral station is 10%. So by the way, during our Zoom meeting or virtual class, I will give class participation while I am lecturing. And then please prepare uh, tawag nito, a calculator, scientific calculator, because we will have a lot of exercises or computation during the physics class. Yan siya. So prepare a cycle um, on our virtual classes, and then your research or project is 15%. So that will focusing, by the way, the one research project that I will requiring you is may have a one research article related to our every topic. So it should have at least some authors and year and then the title of your chosen topic. So I will just announce it in your group chat in Messenger. So this 40%, so with plus 60 of your examination, so a total of 100%. Okay. Um, I will discuss. I have already have another video of or my previous credit video of your policies and guidelines. By the way, so thank you guys for listening and have a good day. Bye.